everybody, my name's Noreen Smith and I'm a Creative Memories Advisor from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make these fun flag embellishments using some cardstock, papers from the True North or Festive Fourth collections, and our good old 12-inch decorative trimmer. So I've got two layouts here, one done with Festive Fourth papers and sticker embellishments, and one done with the True North theme pack, which also has papers and stickers. And you can see that they're almost identical layouts. So I want to make sure that you head over to the blog post on the Creative Memories blog so that you can get the measurements and find out how I made each of these layouts with just one piece of double-sided pattern paper. But I'm going to show you how I created these fun flag embellishments. And I just want to preface it by saying I know that these are not completely accurate renditions of the country's flags, the US or Canada, but they're more intended to give the mood and feel of the flag. So I certainly don't mean to offend anybody because there, for example, there's not the right amount of stars on the US flag, and the sticker that I used for the center of the Canadian flag is not completely accurate either. So again, this is meant to be a fun embellishment, not a complete and accurate representation. Now, the reason I wanted to make these flags is that you can see that in the sticker packs for Festive Fourth, there is an American flag. And in the True North stickers, there's also a couple of Canadian flags, but they're quite small. And I wanted to have a really large sort of statement for this particular layout. Again, one showing some 4th of July fireworks and one showing my two sons on Canada Day. So for both of these, I'm starting with a piece of scarlet cardstock, 3 inches wide. For the US flag, I've also got some white strips of cardstock that are basically 1/4 of an inch wide. And I've cut a 2-inch by 2-inch square from the stars paper from the Festive Fourth paper pack. For the Canadian flag, I also have a 2-inch wide by 3-inch high piece of cardstock. And as we put these together, basically we're going to create both flags from that one piece of 3 by 12-inch scarlet cardstock. So I'm going to start off with the American flag, and I'm just going to adhere this square of stars paper to the upper corner, and then I'm going to add my strips of cardstock to act as the strips on the flag. See that I've added my strips. I'm just going to trim off these extra long bits with my scissors. And the finished flags are going to be just under 3 inches tall and about 4 inches wide. So I'm going to bring in my decorative trimmer, and we're going to use the more wavy side. I'm going to put the top edge just so it clears the top of the wavy blade. And we'll go ahead and cut. And we're going to continue cutting all the way down. And that's going to kind of prep us for our Canadian flag after. And then we're going to put in the opposite side, the other side of the flag, just clearing the track where the blade is going to go. So again, it's not necessarily an accurate mathematical, representation of a flag, but more the mood and feel. So now you can see that I've got the wavy edges of my flag. Now we're going to use our 12-inch trimmer to cut a nice straight edge. Now this one's already straight. You could trim it up if you want, but basically this is going to be about just over 4 inches wide. So I'm just going to go through everything. And there's my flag with its nice wavy edges. So I've just trimmed off and thrown away all the little sort of edges. And now we're going to go ahead and make our Canadian flag. So I've got a nice background here that I can kind of measure on. So here's about my 4-inch mark. So I'm going to take that 2-inch by 3-inch piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to adhere it in, about the middle of my flag, and it's going to go over the cut edges, okay? And then all I have to do is turn it around and use my scissors to cut off the excess. And turn it around and give it a little bit of a trim. So again, just like the American flag, just a little over 4 inches. And I'm just using that straight edge to try and make my second cut nice and straight. And then all I did for the center of the Canadian flag was use the Happy Canada Day sticker right in the center. But if you have a maple leaf punch, you could certainly punch it out of red cardstock and add it to the center there. So I hope you give this a try. You can certainly use this technique to create a flag embellishment for whatever country you're highlighting on your scrapbook pages. Don't forget to head back to the Creative Memories blog so that you can get the details on how to cut your paper and make this overall layout. Thanks very much for joining me today. Bye-bye for now.